Alrighty, I think we should be getting into it here. Let me put a little welcome message. There we go. Alright. All here. Awesome. Thank you all for just being here and showing up. Today I'll be working on Vow of the Disciple. I've already imported 3 parts of the map for the raid already. Right now I'll be going through materials and fixing them up so they look appropriate, and also I have to move full files over right now, so let's go ahead and do that real quick. Go into my folder directory for the raid, for Vow of the Disciple. Let's see, where are you? There you are. Working on this one right here. I'll go to my charm. I want to bring these guys over to this map part right here. Move it. And once I move it, I have to go through each of the materials to make sure nothing gets broken and doesn't lose any references, of course. So, yeah, we'll see how bit this takes here for it to transfer everywhere. Alrighty, and also I will put up Discord as well. Might as well. See what's up there. Nothing there. Okay, never mind. I don't need Discord right now, actually. I'm gonna minimize that. Okay, and this is still loading and doing its thing right here. I hope you all enjoyed the charm video that I put out on how to import D2 maps into Unreal Engine 5 here. Again, it is not with the most current build of Destiny 2, but I think it's a very good start. And technically with this version of charm that I did a tutorial on, which is the charm version 1.5.5, with a custom script as well, that really gets all the material stuff imported into the engine really nicely. And probably another tip I should have mentioned in the tutorial, I might put it in the descriptions as well, is that everything that you're ripping and importing into the engine itself, that should all be on one drive. I think I had a friend who had a problem with that, about it being on separate drives. For instance, let's say he has all his game packages on like a C drive and he was using charm on his D drive. It just didn't work for some reason on any of the imports and stuff. So if you have that problem when stuff isn't importing incorrectly via the script, the Python script, just go ahead and put everything onto one drive, like the charm, ripping, and all that stuff, one drive, just to make everything easier. And again, it's kind of like the quirks of charm and how it kind of goes. And also, let me know if the audio is okay compared to the music. It might be a little, like the music might be too high, or you can't hear the music. I'm not sure, so just let me know in the chat. I can kind of change that a little bit. And obviously this is going to take just a minute to get everything transferred over to the file structure. And I went through that tutorial series quite a bit on actually like the whole process of references and Unreal Engine, and I think Unreal Engine 5.3 fixes that problem a bit. I think the reason why I have a problem with like 5.0, maybe because it's that version of 5.0, transferring files over to different other files where your maps are and stuff to get things organized, it's just a pain in the butt. I think maybe because I just have such a large amount of data in this one project because I'm just importing maps constantly to it. Maybe that's the problem. It just can't handle all the references that it needs to do. But in 5.3, I did some testing on some larger files and I transferred stuff, and all I had to do was fix up redirectories on that one, and everything worked just fine. But it doesn't work in 5.0, so I'm like, I don't know exactly why it's like that. But in any case, like, I had to go through all the materials anyway at some point, and I'd rather go through them up front so I can fix the really bad ones, particularly the transparent or like the see-through materials that have the masking on. so you can like take off the emissive color and stuff on that. Also go through a couple other ones where the checker pattern textures, technically those are the error type of materials, where you have to like kind of create a new material for that one, or either you can fix the errors within it via the script that's there. I've done it for a couple of them, but it seems like it just takes too much work at the end of the day, because the errors, I can never figure out what exactly the problem is on it. So I kind of just recreate a new material for it, which if you do know from that new tutorial that I just released, it came with a Destiny material pack. You can have that. That's all the materials that I kind of create. Well, I didn't create everything from scratch. A bit of them were already done by the community themselves. That was created, and I just added a little extra to it, and then I kind of duplicated some of them and added a little bit more on top of that. And also there's some customs ones for like a custom transparent material and a kind of like a jewel material type thing. Anyway, it's an extra, so if you ever want it, it's in the material pack that's there. So feel free to find that through the Google Doc in the tutorial charm video that I created. Let me get some water. Man, this one is taking a while to move all the folders from there to there. It's kind of just saving everything, but it's taking a long time. I know this project is a pretty big one. The third part of the map pack is pretty substantial on there. So, yeah, I know it's pretty big, but I have to go through like 250 something materials and kind of go through everything. So that's going to be a lot of work. Are we almost done? The loading bar went away. Like you'll see these files move over, and then the static folder will stay behind because it has references, which are ghost references, which I gotta fix the redirectories on it and then do that. But oh man, now it's saving the textures. I guess I went through just the meshes. Now it's on the textures. Maybe I went through the materials already. I wasn't paying attention to that part, but we'll get through it. Let's see. I'm gonna look up some stuff here on my side. Let's see. Streaming this. Getting stuff transferred. Oh yeah, and also in that tutorial video, I included the very end of the video. I like while I was creating the charm tutorial, like all the Bungie devs got laid off, or I should say Bungie devs now got laid off, and that was horrible. So that was the thing I had to deal with. So I put an end in the video, kind of like doing a homage to him. So yeah, that's what I did. Oh yo, come, what's up, man? How's it going? Yo, what's up? There we go. Long time no see. Finally got a little bit of time on my side to do a little streaming. See if I add my voice in here, see how it goes. It's going very well. How about you? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Like, getting into the fall, winter weather over here where I'm at. So it's pretty good, you know. Fixing up some Vow Disciple materials today. So I'll be working on that. But right now I'm moving all of the folders over, so yeah. Yep. Fun stuff. I'm always waiting at a loading screen. So yeah, can you let me know if my audio is good, like voice over music right now? I don't know if my music is too loud or low, or is it alright? I'm not sure. Looks interesting. You're talking about the FPS template that's in the background. I would load up the map right now, but I can't load up the map of this until I go through all my materials first. So, sounds okay. A bit low. Oh, okay, maybe I could turn it up a little bit. I was scared that the music might be a little too... There, I'll go up a little bit higher. About a midpoint there. There we go. Alright, I turned it up a little bit more. Hopefully that helps. Cool. Alright. There we go. Lots of loading. Yeah, I'll just put some Discord stuff while this is loading real quick. Kind of showing what's going on in the Discord, particularly. Like, I've been sharing some screenshots of what's been going on so far. Okay, what was this question here? What do you feel about the final shape? Final shape. I am uncertain. I'm pretty sure that Bungie will probably bring it as hard as they can possibly can. You know what I mean? For the final shape. But they're high on pressure on bringing it, though, for sure. So, yeah, we'll see at the end of the day how it comes out. Like, some of the stuff that I'm seeing looks pretty good, you know, but I need to see more, especially with the launch trailer that I saw from back, I don't know how many months ago that was, but it didn't bring me in all the way on what I was seeing. So they definitely need to bring it. They need to do more like a Forsaken type of experience, and I know they kind of said that already from their recent like post after the whole set of layoffs went off and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll see how it kind of goes from there. Like, I really don't know. Yeah, the trailer was very vague. Yeah, it was kind of vague. I do like the whole map area of, like, it seems like destinations that we've been to before, and they kind of like, the Traveler kind of like reinterpret it or something, or the Witness was doing something like that with it. So that's quite interesting. But they need to bring more content to it, as in different variations of weapons, better exotics, more armor stuff. We're talking about like Taken King when that came out. That was like 30 exotics that came out with that DLC alone. And right now we're kind of just getting exotics that are like reinitiated from D1, which is fine. I don't mind some of those that do come back. But oof, they got a lot to follow up on this one to kind of save what's going on right now. So yes. I think my stuff already finished up on here, so... Oh no, it's still fixing up its directories. It takes forever for this to go through. Yeah, kind of going through what I would post some screenshots from Discord from over the last like couple of weeks. Also, I'm able to get terrain in now, by the way. So all the Pepto-Bismol like pink stuff, like the textures and materials are not set yet, but I'm able to actually get the full-on terrains in there, so I don't have to hand mold all of the terrains by hand. Like, this is exactly what it looks like in game, and that's super awesome. So it makes my life really easy from here. So, and that's just a screenshot of the Dreaming City. I think you already know what that looks like. It's just the main entrance there. Valor Disciple. I think this is like the main entrance area for Valor Disciple encounter. I was actually really excited that the Worm God that was in here, I was actually able to rip that and import it in. It came in pretty well. The materials I could fix up a little bit more, but for what's there, it's really good. I was pretty busy in October. September I was working on more of like Crota stuff before Crota came out in D2 a little bit, but yeah, I was working on that quite a bit, and I got a lot of progression done. I still have to do the final like boss room. Everything up to that's kind of like materialed up, and I created the terrain for it as well to get that to a certain point. So yeah, that worked out well. Ooh. Let's see. Oh, there we go. That's all fixed up. So I should be able to delete this with no problem now. There we go. That's done. So come back in here. Now I have to go through all of my materials. This is the grindy part of going through and map ripping and stuff like that. So yeah. Open up the first material. Start going through it. There we go. Like, Colin, did you like pre-order like the expansion already? Like for Final Shape? Like, to tell you the truth, I did not even buy Lightfall, and I have not pre-ordered Final Shape. So yeah, that's something that I have not done, and I don't think I will pre-order, because I used to pre-order every single DLC that there was, to tell you the truth. Reorganize myself in my chair. So, but these are like the first 2 DLCs that I have not pre-ordered, and for instance, I haven't bought Lightfall yet. I waited for it to go like on a steep discount, and I might buy it, but I don't know. Not until I get proven worth it, I guess, for the most part. So I don't know. Let me know if you're ready to buy it or pre-order or whatever. If you are, or if you aren't, let me know. I'm kind of curious. I don't usually pre-order this early for the expansions. I wait until last few months, then I pre-order. I get it. And the only one that I actually pre-ordered and I went for like the big like box set, and I've never done that before, was Witch Queen. And Witch Queen was really worth it in my opinion. Like, I got the whole ghost and stuff. That was really cool. I spent way too much money on it, and I wish it wasn't that expensive, but it is what it was. I was really excited for it, and I got it. But yeah, it was kind of interesting because I grinded hard during Witch Queen, and dude, that campaign was really good, by the way. I did enjoy that campaign, but it had like a lull fall off on that end. Still grinded it out, finished the seasons for it, and then when I saw stuff for Lightfall, I was just not interested, to tell you the truth, which is kind of crazy. That's something I've always been interested in. Destiny's always been my main, so yeah. Which way was cool with the campaign. It was a banger. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yeah, but Lightfall, how it was, and I guess I kind of was able to read it ahead of time. I don't know how, but it just didn't look what it needed to be. You know what I mean? Something was off about it. And I know I could put a finger on it. Like, everybody was really excited. I was not, and that was what I did not buy. And yeah, kind of just went from there. So I'm just waiting for it to go on a steep discount, and then I might get it. So Lightfall was kind of awkward. Yes, it was awkward. Especially with the characters that they introduced. Like, they're not very good. Plus, the story seemed like it just was not finished. It was an add-on, it seemed like, right? Like, people were like putting the first and last cutscene together, and it seemed like it was supposed to just be one cutscene, and everything else that happened in between of Lightfall was not supposed to be there for the most part. It was quite interesting. So I don't know. It bothered me. You know what I mean? And also the Trust and Truman talk, the GDC talk didn't help either. I think it was before or after. I think he did that talk after Lightfall, and that kind of put me off as well, because I watch all those GDC talks before anybody else was really kind of talking about it, and yeah, it put me off a little bit. It looks weird. Okay, the missions were fine, but the story was not explained. Yeah, it didn't explain it until the season was over, right? Like, it was all explained in like one cutscene, I think, which was pretty bad in my opinion. Like, why would you hide it all between the cutscene? It should be at the end of the campaign, if anything. It seemed disorganized stuff at that part. I don't know. It was kind of wonk. I'll bring this in here, might as well. Take that off there. And I'll remove this node here. There we go. Select all, copy, put that stuff into my node. Now it should be accurate. Yes, that's accurate now. Remove that node, don't need that one no more. Remove those. Alright, cool. Now we look good. The cutscene could have been better if the final shape is not the Season of the Deep, because not everyone played the seasons. Yes, you are correct. Not everybody played the seasons. I personally didn't play the seasons at that point. I didn't play Season of the Deep. I didn't see a reason to yet again. I kind of jumped off the boat after Lightfall a little bit. I haven't played Destiny in a while, to tell you the truth. Like, I jump on every once in a while, but just for testing. That's all I ever do. And when I mean testing for like game emulation from projects, trying to get what Destiny game feel like and game mechanics and stuff. That's really it. Got that one. Let's plug this one here. Yeah, but not everybody finished the seasons though. It was pretty bad. I usually just watch the YouTube video, something from like her name is Bife, you know, good old Bife. He puts it together and I watch it usually, so that's how it went down. Do you think D1 has a better ambience than D2? I think so, especially in like the bigger open worlds. D2 had it in some places that D1 has as well. They kind of share their similarities, but D1, like, oh, like ambience and atmosphere. Yeah, like if I had to put it in a way, D1 on am I thinking Saturn or is it Venus? I'm spacing on the planet, the one where Vaulted Glass is. The open world in that area is very awesome, like atmospheric type of feel, and that's like particularly to like D1. It is interesting. It definitely has. I can't put a finger on it really, to tell you the truth. It has a different feel to it than D2, for sure. And I obviously put together these like maps from D1 and D2 because I worked on the entire map like when I got deep into D1 map creation for Wrath of Machine. It's almost the same how they do it for D2, it seems like, but I don't know. Things are a bit more claustrophobic in some areas, how they make things. It's very much designed, very much custom from D1 to D2, to tell you the truth. So, but yeah, I do agree with you a little bit, maybe that D1 does have a bit more atmosphere than D2 in a way, but I can't explain why though. But there is some locations in D2 though that I find very interesting. I'm trying to think of a location that is interesting, to tell you the truth though. Yeah, I'm trying to think of the best location in D2 right now. You know what? My favorite location is Dreaming City. Oh my god. I love the Dreaming City so much. It has a different vibe than D1, but D2 made the Dreaming City, and that was awesome. Like the Throne World and Nimua. Yeah, the Throne World, oh my goodness, is really good too, but Dreaming City, like, god damn. I love the Dreaming City a lot though. But the Throne World, like, in Witch Queen was actually really cool. Like the whole like stage, it looks like a cup overflowing over with like water or whatever, like waterfall. It's quite interesting, of a throne of sorts. It's awesome. You know, I actually need to just disconnect this node. That's an error node. Save that one. Yeah. Here we go. I played through the first free mission of is the audio, is the music good still? Whoop. Move that over. Oh, that's still going. Brought the fantasy vibe. Yeah, it definitely did. Like, it gave me like a Lord of the Rings, a little bit fantasy vibe, and I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, so it kind of threw me back there a little bit. And I kind of got excited because it's like sci-fi fantasy is my jam. It's really cool. Smoky Weasel, what's up, man? How's it going? Been doing material fixing as of right now. That's what I'm doing. So pretty much reconnecting nodes, saving nodes, and recompiling them. Boring stuff somewhat, but you know, some people might find it interesting, or you know, just talking in general is kind of cool too. Just testing stuff. Here's a funky material. It's got a weird parallax effect into it. Let's fix that. Fix this part. Brr. Go. Control A, Control B. That should fix that. Remove that node. There we go. That material looks good now. Save that. Sci-fi fantasy is a good description for Destiny fan. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. You know what I mean? That's very much what it is. There you go. Really cool. Yeah. That I think when Destiny 1 was not Destiny 1. Well, actually, I think Destiny 1 was originally created. It was supposed to be more straight fantasy, to tell you the truth, like with actual like swords and like medieval but fantasy type of environment. It's like medieval fantasy at first when they first started doing it. It was also supposed to be in third person as well. According to Blood, Sweat, and Pixels book that I listened to. I didn't read it. I listened to it. I like audiobooks. So, but yeah, I forgot who wrote it though. Jason Schreier, I think, is the one that wrote that book. So yeah, very good book if you haven't read it or listened to the audiobook for it. It's very, very good. Gives the whole thing on how Destiny 1 was developed and the hardships that it went through, particularly. So, yeah. Man, what do I think of Marathon? Chilling is still... college. When I think of Marathon, chilling, still doing college. Fun college stuff for sure, man. Con, on your answer for what do I think of Marathon? When I first saw the trailer for it, I got really excited because I played the OG Marathon, at least the first one. I haven't played the other two because I think there's about 3 marathons altogether. I thought it was kind of cool. The atmosphere, the music was really good for it as well. But I thought it was going to be a single player type of game. I did not know it was going to be an extraction shooter at the time. So when I first saw the trailer, I got really, really pumped. And then I saw the Viaduct that they did afterwards, and it is not that. So it's a extraction shooter, so it kind of made me sad. I also love Val's environment. I definitely agree as well. I also got a little picture of that. Here's the entrance of the Disciple that I was able to import in, by the way. I love it. It's very it gives me vibes of like Aliens, by the way, like Prometheus and stuff like that. Like it gives me that vibes of it, something old and ancient and alien. It's awesome. I love it. I agree with you on that. Yeah, but to answer your question, Kong, I was excited for it, and now I'm not excited after I found out it was just going to be an extraction shooter. So, because I would have definitely loved, like, okay, I know that we love Destiny, and it's multiplayer, you know what I mean, with it as well. Like, you can jump in and out with your friends and stuff. I wanted a single-player game straight up from Bungie again. That would be cool. It looks very colorful. Yeah, I agree. Well, all this ain't colorful right here, but like you get your gray scales and stuff too, so it's colorful in a way. Looks like Aztec vibes through, especially with Rolk. Yes, I agree with that. Aztec-y vibes for sure. Say that. It's definitely really, really cool stuff. Here we go. Kind of connect my stuff here. The materials are turning out very great for this raid, by the way. Like, I'm surprised how well these materials kind of import in, and they're just kind of done automatically through the Python script. So it's quite nice. What I'm just checking for is imperfections on here and the ways I can fix them up. So, and also I have to save each material, like kind of like refresh the material, because if I don't do this, it'll lose all references to these textures, and then therefore the textures won't apply the materials, and the materials won't apply the static meshes, and then the static meshes get lost onto the map. So this is where it all starts. What if the final shape is the best ever, or is it too late for Bungie? The thing is, I don't think hold on, say that wrong. I don't think Sony would let Bungie fail because they paid too much money for them in this scenario. Bungie has gotten through really lows. I think what we know differently right now is we have so much information from people that were let go. Is we never had this much information from any time in Bungie's history on how things went down. Before, it was always extremely vague on how things happen, but yet again, Bungie has never let off this amount of people ever in their 30 years of just game development. They haven't done that before. So it does make me a bit skittish about stuff, but I don't think Sony can let that happen because they invested way too much money into that, I think, for it to just fail and then Bungie to be over. Has Bungie lost a lot of trust with the community? Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, they lost a whole lot of trust. They really need to pedal back and fix up their stuff. To tell you the truth, they just have to fix up their management. Management is not good over there, from what I'm hearing. Not good at all. There we go. Control A, Control V. Get here, remove that. Remove that. Fix this material up. This one's all good. Yeah, it's hard for a company to ever quite fail, especially when they got acquired by Sony, though. So I don't think it's the end, but did the community lose faith in them? Yeah, absolutely. So, like, they have to earn that back, and earning back trust from the player base is tough. You know what I mean? Not gonna lie. Do you think the layoffs were a good thing, or there are a lot of unknowns? Laying off people, I don't think is ever a good thing for a business in general. But I think what might had caused the problem as well is their projections were way over for what they were, because they were like 45% on their loss for projections at that point, and 45% is a whole lot. And I get some people that are saying, "Oh, is it just projections from the pandemic?" Because when pandemic was happening, a whole lot of people were getting hired for game dev development and also the movie industry. Well, actually, it was mostly game dev, to tell you the truth, because you can work remote. It's pretty easy to do. So they had to hire a whole bunch of people. I think overhiring did happen at Bungie. But the thing is with Bungie and their whole hiring stuff, because I think most of you might know or might not know, I did go in for an interview at Bungie once upon a time, back when Taken King came out. And this is in the midst of D2 was in the background somewhere being developed, and I was getting ready to go for the interview for all that process. But before that, I had to sign a whole bunch of paperwork, and during that time, the paperwork, like the perks and benefits that Bungie had for their employees, not contract workers, but for their employees themselves, were outstanding. Like, the perks were very, very good. So if you got fired from them or let go, you lost a lot. So, but in any case, no one should know that, like, the thing is, the layoffs happen so quick and happen all at once. That should not have happened. So things should have been led up ahead of time, that layoffs that might have happened, but it seemed like everybody was caught off guard on these layoffs, and it was done rapidly and unexpectedly, which is a horrible thing for anybody to experience. So no, it's not a good thing, but I do know that layoffs probably had to happen at some point, but not in the way that it did. And obviously it backfired on them quite a bit, especially from the player base as well. So yeah. Yeah, I'll just take time. No Man's Sky. Yes, sir. No Man's Sky is really fun, and I have a Quest 2 that I like using, and No Man's Sky in VR, super fun. So if you have a VR or anything to do for No Man's Sky, it's worth doing. It's really, really fun. Well, that's a cool material. Like a nice crystal material here. See that one? But yeah. Kind of going back to the whole like Bungie thing with the layoffs and stuff. Like, the thing that surprised me is I know what they were doing. Like, they were trying to get people out of there that made the most money, had the most stock options. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why Michael Salvatore and a whole bunch of other high-end like people got let go, because they're probably making a lot of money, and they were just on an Excel sheet, and the management was like, yeah, get rid of these people. You know what I mean? Which is like, dude, these people have been there since the early Halo days, even before that, which is insane. So what are you doing, man? What are you doing? Insane people. Like, good luck on trying to get like really good like music now. Like, seriously. Ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. Anyway, next one here from Smoking Weasel. Yeah, I've done that before. Oh, yeah, see? VR stuff, man. It is super fun. I also enjoy, like my main games that I usually go between for VR is, what am I thinking right now? I'm thinking Skyrim, obviously No Man's Sky, and the other one is Half-Life Alyx, of course. So that's awesome. Yeah, hearing Salvatore get fired was definite. It was. You know, it's a definite surprise. You want to know a fun fact, though? I did not know. I know the name of Michael Salvatore. He worked with Martin O'Donnell. I knew that, right? I didn't know what his face looked like. I didn't know what he looked like. Now I saw a picture of him with his name. I know what it looks like now. The crazy part is, he was the person that interviewed me. He was my 6th interviewer who interviewed me, which is crazy. So I actually did talk to him once upon a time ago, a long time ago, because I can't, like, I remember his face, and because I remembered everybody's face, because at said interviews, I remember everybody who they looked like for those interviews, and I saw his face. I'm like, wait a minute, that's who he is, Michael Salvatore? Oh my god. So, because when he introduced himself, he said his name was just Michael. So, actually, he said his name was Mike. He just called me Mike. That's what he said. So, it's quite interesting that it happened. So, I gotta talk to him, and he was a really, really chill guy, by the way. So, yeah, it was really nice. So, I just didn't know who he was exactly when I got interviewed by him. So, it's quite awesome. Connect that to that. There we go. This one has a weird parallax effect, but I'm not sure if this is supposed to be this way or not. I don't think it is. Well, I'm going to leave it for now. I'll go through the whole map and see if that's what it's supposed to be later on. But yeah, I want to leave it for now because I'd rather leave it and then get rid of it later if I need to. Yeah, it is interesting. Like, I interviewed 7 people, and Michael Salvatore was one of them. It's quite crazy. And I didn't even know it at the time. One, probably because I didn't think about it, because I was extremely stressed, and I wouldn't even think that a music composer would even, like, interview me. But I'm thinking that they might have, because he's been there, like, one of the longest, and I guess they just want to vote in and see if I was worth it or not to do it, you know? But me and him hit it off pretty well, at least in the interview. But, yeah, the video that I made a while back, it was the 7th guy that interviewed me, and I feel like I failed horribly at that one. So it was that last question he had for me. I just couldn't figure it out. After 7 hours of interviews, it was pretty intense. So here we go. Here. But, you know, bygones would be bygones, I guess, at that point. So it really doesn't matter too much. If anything, I probably would have been let go as of now if I got hired by them or let go sooner at that point. But I'm pretty sure at this major layoff, I would have gotten let go if I did qualify. There we go. Save that. Looking good. And obviously that's why I'm archiving stuff now. It's like, because I didn't get the job, it kind of pushed me to do things, you know, and just game development and stuff instead. So that's why I'm archiving Destiny, one of my favorite games. Plus also side game dev stuff that I'm not ready to show to other people yet. I'm not quite there on showing people. Believe me, you guys will be the first to know once I start putting out any titles on Steam and stuff. Obviously, it's not rips from Destiny onto Steam or anything like that. Like, my own creations of what I made, so. But one title I'm working on right now is in VR, and another one is just a first-person shooter of sorts. So, but the VR one will probably be the first one that I release on Steam, if anything, though. So, nothing crazy, though. Only one person working on stuff, so you can't expect a lot. What do I want in final shape? Dude. What I said before, like, we need more stuff, new stuff. And what I mean by that, we need new weapons. Something new, make it wacky, make it kind of overpowered sometimes as well. Like, it needs to be interesting. That's one thing that has to be done. The story, campaign, and stuff needs to be as good as Witch Queen or better. That's what that needs to be right there, okay? What else would I like? Something secret. And what I mean by that is, do you remember back in Forsaken days when the dungeon, no one knew about that dungeon, by the way. What was that dungeon even called? I can't remember. It's you know, in the Dreaming City, but I can't remember the name of it. Throne World or something like that, I believe. Anyway, that no one knew about it. And I would like there to be more secret stuff for people to discover instead of Bungie showing us. We need to figure that stuff out on our own, and finding that out without nobody telling us is awesome. That'd be cool. Shattered Throne. Thank you, Colin, for doing that. Yep. So I would definitely like that. I think that actually be the most important thing, is I want something that's secret in the game that someone has to find, and then the whole community finds out about it. Like, I don't want to know about it beforehand. You know what I mean? We need that. And maybe more than just one of those things. Maybe a couple. You know what I mean? That'd be awesome. Yeah, so what I really want in there, new weapons that are different, that feel awesome. Even legendary weapons as well. We need something that's special. That's for sure. And things that are secret that nobody knows about, and things that people have to find in the world itself. So, like, new dungeons or something. Bungie, be creative. That's all I gotta say. Be creative. You got some of your best, hopefully, that are still there, even though a lot of them have left, sadly. Not left, or let go. Goddamn. What do you think for the next season for Long Month? I am skeptical on it, but I am a big fan of anything Akara. I am not pronouncing that correctly. Wish Dragons, I'm just going to say that for now. Armkara, there it is. Armkara, there it is, right there. So, considering that we have an Archon egg and stuff, that seems really, really cool, in my opinion. But am I willing to log on to Destiny every week to kind of get it finished up and stuff? And also that I know that there's going to be a really long stretch of a season. Now I feel about it. I kind of like to see how it plays out. Yeah, I haven't touched Destiny in a minute, to tell you the truth, besides just testing stuff. But I might jump on for that, if anything, for that season, because the Ankara stuff is really, really exciting to me. Because ever since D1, there's been mentions of like dragons and stuff, and when Forsaken came out and you had Riven and stuff, oh my god, I was super excited for that. So there's no 30th anniversary. That I do they have anything planned? That I know of right now, they don't have that planned. And that 30th anniversary pack that came out, things were planned 8 months in advance for that whole thing that came out. So I kind of doubt it, to tell you the truth, considering that the layouts were unexpected. I doubt that they have anything just planned for that on the backup end. And I don't know what they would do at that point, you know what I mean? Besides maybe stuff they're doing with PvP, you know what I mean, for map packs and stuff, but eesh, that, yeah, I don't know. And thing is, they want to try to hold players' retention, but if you got nothing new over those long periods of months, how can you hold any retention at all from that point? It seems nearly impossible. I don't know, to tell you the truth. That season's gonna get through. It's gonna be tough though. Yeah, it's gonna that season's definitely tough. I tell you that. Yeah, you're 100% correct on that one. It's gonna be a cool season, I think, nonetheless, like a really good season. But like, I don't think it'll be the season that's the problem. It's just they can't do anything more than just that, right? They have to just finish the final shape. And I gotta fix up this one here real quick. And here we go. Paste that in there. Like, supposedly final shape is completed, but it's not like it's top tier of what it needs to be right now, I guess. And I don't know whatever stuff they're going to add to it. Yet again, Bungie hasn't said themselves, like, obviously from all the articles and stuff, we know that the delay is going to be until like June, or was it July or something like that, of next year. We don't know for sure on that final delay on that part, but we can all assume that that's probably correct. You know what I mean? So, but if they release it sooner, that's great. But I think we're all agreed on this one that that's not going to happen. It's going to be delayed, possibly even longer than that. Might even go into the fall of next year. Holy crap, that would be something crazy. Like all the way to fall of next year. Will Bungie last? That was a thing. I don't know. I guess that was a question you asked earlier. I guess that might be one thing that would kill it if they just don't release final shape within an accordance amount of time. Like, that's insane. That'd be insane. Let's plug in that there. There we go. Hey, Colin, what would you like to see in final shape, man? I'm answering it. I mean, going through the questions. What would you like to see in it? Or either Smoking Weasel, if you're still watching, like, what would you like to see as well? Like, what will make or break for you for the final shape if it's in there or not in there for you? Alrighty, get this saved up. That material's really good. Sometimes the quality in these materials are super, super good. The resolution. There we go. Alright, let's see your answer here. I would like to see a banger campaign better than Witch Queen with new mechanics other than shooting at things, and have it be very different. Yeah, and make it feel very actiony. I gotcha. I'm definitely with you on the new mechanics though, for sure. Like, I don't want to like stand here, defend this thing from enemies while go scan stuff. I don't need that. I definitely like the hard difficulty though that Witch Queen brought. You know what I mean? I felt like I was like climbing up a castle. You know what I mean? Level by level, and constantly getting hammered by harder and harder enemies. The level progression was really good at that point. I think the best that it's ever been. Let's see. Kind of like Doom Eternal, how you would punch through walls and open doors. With your bare hands. So you're nitty gritty, huh? You're talking about that, like really interaction with the environment, you think? That's what you're kind of... Is that what you mean by the new mechanics? Or... I'm assuming that's what you mean by the new mechanics, is like going through stuff, interacting with the environment itself, and getting through different areas that you might not have seen already. Not a bad idea. Yeah. Very much more interaction. Yep, I agree. I agree with that. That's not a bad idea, actually. That's pretty good. Kind of get you, like, you're there, you know what I mean? Yeah, it feels more immersive. I get you on that, yeah. I agree with you on that. Definitely. 100%. There you go. Other than that, shooting through doors, like Lightfall, yeah. Not what I want. Don't get me wrong, I love the shooting stuff. Anything in Destiny is general, you know what I mean? But different. Need something different. Really open up the gates on just like, okay, this is different, new, and it's enjoyable from what you have with the old stuff and the new stuff. That's exactly what we need, I think, on that one, for sure. Bring it together. Because we know Bungie can be very inventive, you know what I mean? Before Destiny, there wasn't anything like that, really. You know what I mean? So... definitely bring it, man. That's what we need. Something new and inventive for sure. And making things immersive, I think it's a good way to go. Definitely. They did a little when they had you go first person, Cabal Pod. The first mission. Yeah, I guess you're right about that one. Actually, I thought that was going to be a really cool scene until it got to the very bottom drop, but I actually think it was pretty good altogether, though, to tell you the truth. Like, going in the Cabal Ball and stuff, that was actually kind of cool. They just kind of, like, left it, though. You know what I mean? They didn't do much after that, which was kind of sad. So, I agree with you there. They have done it a little bit. Do it some more, you know? Hell, whoops, I do not want to do that. I duplicated that. Delete that one and delete that one. There we go. That's better now. They did it for more immersiveness is what you were talking about a little bit before, and they did it for Halo Reach and also Halo ODST. Really good immersiveness in there. I think that was like one of the best that they've done for immersiveness in games. But it was underwhelming because it was boring. Going down without seeing right, that's what I agree with. It was boring there. Would have been cool to see the foggy atmosphere come through the lights, distance, then drop. Oh my good Gong, you could just write this all in for an illustration, man. Bungie should hire you. You're explaining it very well. But I agree with you on that one for sure. That's what was missed on that whole cutscene in general. They almost had it. They just couldn't follow through. It's kind of cool. Gotta open up that one. There you go. I'll save this. There we go. Disconnect this node. All I ever do is go through stuff like this. There we go. There we go. That looks good. Ah, man. I don't know. There we go. All I gotta say is I just need Final Shape to be something better. Then it needs to be top tier. That's what it needs to be, really. It just needs to be top tier. Top tier and something different, for sure. So, and if they want to tease what happens after Final Shape, like, jeez, things gotta be really kicking after Final Shape as well. All we got is episodes of like hints of episodes after Final Shape. Like, no one knows, you know? It seems very vague for the most part. So, yeah. Yeah, I had a lot of cool visions of Lightfall that I absolutely love. Cyberpunk cities, I agree. So I always felt, I say, yep, I agree. And considering that the city felt extremely barren as well, it was kind of sad. I know they kind of explained it away through everybody kind of went to like uploaded to like a digital space in between and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But man, I would say a little bit lazy in my opinion. I know it takes a lot of work to create environments and stuff. I wouldn't exactly call a Bungie game dev lazy, because they're not at all, to tell you the truth. I just don't think they had a lot of time to do it, to tell you the truth, because Lightfall was not their original vision. Lightfall, technically the original title Lightfall, was supposed to be the final DLC that carried on to the next chapter of Destiny. So yes. Disconnect that one. Because, man, I've been playing a whole ton of Cyberpunk 2077. Like, after the 2.0 update, create a new character and stuff. And, oh my god. Cyberpunk environments of anything is so much fun. It's so good. Go connect these up. Here we go. Some parts did well, like Xenosphere Concourse, but I do feel like it was bare. I built Cyberpunk City in Fortnite Creative and also found my city being bare. So it was a challenge. Yes, I do agree with that. It is a challenge to fill up any environment, especially if it's something pretty big on the scale as well. You know what I mean? But good for you, man. Using Fortnite Creative, by the way, super cool. I haven't actually used it yet. Obviously, I just used the engine itself. I haven't tried it yet. It actually looks really cool, though. I'm not gonna lie. So, and a question for you, like, since you were using it, like, what was your experience? Like, did it feel intuitive, or is it a lot of like overhead to learn on that one? Plug this in, restart it. There we go. I learned a lot, went through and added more. Still working on it and figured out different lighting techniques. Cool stuff in the lighting techniques. Obviously, a lot of emissive lighting, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you're trying to get that in there. I'm guessing a lot of emissive lighting for the cyberpunk environment. It looks like cool, but more filled because of running out of space. When you mean you're running out of space, like, is that like memory, or like what do you mean by that, by running out of space? Fortnite credit only gives you a certain amount of memory, and then it's at its limit. Oh, I did not know that. That's interesting to know, but I'm guessing that keeps the performance running very well. I'm guessing at that point, right? Like, I'm guessing that's why they have a limit on it. Keep it going. I guess that would make it so you keep yourself very creative at that point, to tell you the truth. On not build too much, but build the right stuff, I guess. So it kind of gets you for your limit. Get the most bang for your buck, I guess. Go. Yeah, because when I use Unreal Engine, like, I'm using so much memory on this stuff. It's ridiculous. Because I think as of right now, I'm sitting over like probably about 50 gigabytes for all the maps that I've imported into the Unreal Engine right now, as of now. Yeah, I based some buildings off of lighting. Oh, Lightfall and Vita. That's cool. That's really, really cool, man. Fix that up. I'll leave that like that for now. Probably should actually remove those, to tell you the truth. So in Fortnite Creative, do you have to, like, can you actually create blueprints and stuff like that? Or is everything kind of like made for you and it's like click and drop type scenario if you want to create like certain scripts and mechanics or whatever? It looks cool being two homes, the street I made are awkward. I know. What's this? Streets are awkward. Well, you know. That's how it goes. Yeah, but I'm curious though, if that Fortnite Creative, like, do you create your own, can you create like blueprints and your own scripts for it, or is it like kind of pre-made and you just kind of click and drop what you have? You know, I'm not sure. How deep can you custom make your stuff, I guess? Everything is made for you, but you can rip out certain pieces from built sets, and us ripping from the cyberpunk builds. Okay, cool. That's cool. So a lot of pre-made stuff, but you can kind of custom make it as well a little bit, just a little bit. It just came out, so I think let's go completely wild. Ayo, let's go. That'd be fun. Just no limits, right? No limits. Let you go all wild with what's already pre-made, and just go all out on it. That sounds like a lot of fun. That looks good. Alrighty. Getting through these materials. I'm getting there. Let's see how far I've gotten. Seems like these materials take forever because I have to open up every single darn one of them and save them. And also fix them up, I guess. But worth it in the end game, because if I do this once, I don't have to go back to it too much more after. So it's just getting through the process. I don't have a PC though. I just use regular Fortnite Creative. Wait, like you can do Fortnite Creative like on a console? Question mark? And if that's so, I did not know that. Is that what you're doing? Are you doing it on a console? No freaking way. I did not know that was a thing that they did. That's actually really cool. No wonder why there's a limit on the memory, obviously. Okay, so that's why I was kind of curious about that, but that's really cool. Like, you're able to do it via the controller, by the way? And if you are, I'm very impressed now. Like, I am more impressed, to tell you the truth. Yeah, just do it with a controller. Damn, dude. That's impressive. Okay. Yeah, I give you props. What was that one thing that you can also do? Is it Dreams or something like that? That you can actually create full-on games and stuff? Like on the PlayStation 4. You might be able to do it on the other consoles as well, but I think it was... I don't know if it was PlayStation exclusive or not. But it was like Dreams or something like that. It kind of looks cool. But you can kind of create games via your console. It's kind of cool. It gets frustrating with the stick drift. Oh my god, with the stick drift. That sucks. I fixed this one. Find the rest of this. Hey, get out of here. This needs to go away. Copy. Control A, Control E. Move my little node. There we go. Fixed up now. Let's go. I also... Microsoft Creative is good console too. Microsoft Creative. I think I know about that one. I think it came out... I don't know if that came out a while ago, but it's on console now. That is pretty cool. So... I am curious. I don't know, like, can you release any... Has anyone ever released any game from creating it on console? Like, is that even possible? You know what I mean? I know people kind of just do it like a sandbox. They kind of like release their own stuff, but like, that would be interesting if someone released their game and they're like, okay, cool, I'm going to throw it up on the PlayStation Store or something like that. Let me make sure I saved this one. I don't know if I did or not. You know what? I don't think this is supposed to have that type of material. I'm gonna do this real quick. Try to fix it up. Let's get this out of the way like that. See, that fixed it up. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. So all the ones that I skipped, it's fine. I'll just go back to it later and fix them at some other point. For now, it looks okay though. That looks fine. You can publish games on Fortnite with the Fortnite Creative and some Microsoft, but not in the PlayStation Store. Just those games to those. Oh, okay, just the games in the store. I got what you're talking about. For sure. That totally makes sense, because that's a whole license agreement that you have to do with like Sony and all that kind of stuff if you want to publish on their platform. Stuff like that. Really, really cool though, I might say. That is cool either way. Like, it kind of like, that's like early game development, you know what I mean? For like people that actually want to get into it, and if you don't even have a PC, you can actually make games now, which is insane. Because like, I tell you, back when I wanted to make games and stuff, or just model anything or whatever, like it took a while to find stuff to do so, you know what I mean? Like Blender, like that like Blender, if you don't know what Blender is, it's a 3D modeling program, and it's free and open source. But I jumped into the wagon on that one right when it first came out, and I was lucky that was available in there. Because believe it or not, Blender also has a game engine that I don't think is no longer supported onto it, but back in the day, that's the only thing that I had to kind of work on, which is insane. So, I don't know if that's supposed to be that. I'll leave it for now. You can always fix it up later. I just need to make sure that I save it. That's the main point. Here we go. I just want to get through these materials so that I can get myself some dinner. That's what I want. I want some food. How about you, Kong? Well, I don't know what time it is wherever you're at, but if you're eating or already have ate or whatever, what are you eating for dinner? Or wherever you are. What you eating? Open up this, close it down. Hey, get out of here. Actually, was that not good? I need to make sure that's what it needs to be. I just want to make sure there's no parallaxing happening. That looks good. Okay. Get rid of this emissive. Ah, man. There we go. Save all my stuff. It looks like we got some grass on this one. Or, not grass, moss, I think is the appropriate word for it. Some pretty high quality too. Not bad. Save that. Gonna open up all these here. Those are easy because I can just close them because they have no textures plugged into it, which means no references. So I don't have to worry about it, which is nice. Looks good. Want to make sure. What I might do for this one is I might change up soundtrack to this one. There we go. Do a little D2 vanilla soundtrack, which was pretty good. So. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and compile, save all these boys up. Man, let's see here. Very odd material. I don't know if this is even correct, by the way. I have to see what the location of this material is, and I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to look like that for. It looks kind of odd, but Maybe it's supposed to look that way. I'm not sure. Because later on, I kind of go through the material, like go through the map and go through each individual material setup that there is on it, and I kind of just make sure everything what it is, what it should be for the most part. All right, get rid of these here for this one. Get rid of that one. There we go. Go back in here. Control A, Control V. And get rid of that one, and I can get rid of these two nodes. Don't need them. Ayo, looks good. I'm gonna save all that. And before I head out today, I will bring up the map for this one here. For, I'm spacing the name, Follow the Disciple Raid. I will bring that up so you guys can kind of see what I've been working on a little bit. Mainly just ripping and importing, nothing crazy. No lighting or map optimization at all, really. It's just the map itself that's in here. So, yeah, just getting in here so I can get the process started. That's all I'm doing. Kind of like I'm doing for a lot of maps right now. It's just pretty much just getting it into the engine, just getting it in there. So then I can modify it later on and actually make it look like what it needs to look like in game, really. I've been actually very curious since I have a VR headset, like trying to hop in and stuff, you know, however it goes. Oh, Con, I have to go. Yep, awesome. Good stream. Awesome, man. Thanks, Con, for always showing up, man. I do enjoy having a chat with you. It was really awesome. You have yourself a good rest of the day, all right, man? Catch you later. Alrighty. Let's keep going through. Piling these materials. Fun stuff. Much love, man. I'll throw that there. There you go. Throw that in there. Woo! Thanks for coming, Kong. Always enjoy it, man. Compile and save. Looks fine. Get out of here. There we go. Interesting effect. I wonder how it's going to look like after it kind of... Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. That's good looking. Kind of like compresses its material, and then after you like save it, and then it gives you a final render what the material looks like. So it's interesting. Alrighty, looks fine. We're almost getting to the bottom of this here, so we'll be getting there fairly soon. Hopefully without too many interrupts on it, but I think I have to fix this material right here. Or maybe not. That looks good. There you go. Yeah, I gotta fix that one. Okay. Copy that one. Go into my little picture over here. Control V on that one and get rid of all of the view direction node. Remove those. Copy that. Go back to my node. Good here. There we go. Cool. Now it should be all fixed up. Yep. No weird parallax effect with the texture. Looks good. Save it. Alright. Get this out of the way. And keep saving up. Let's go. That one has it as well. Man, it's very faint though. You can kind of see it on that one. It's faint. Give her that. Find that one. Here we go. Ayo, there we go. That's what I like. Right. There we go. Almost about 15 minutes till 5. I should be, I think, done by then, and I'll probably close off the stream. So I think that's what will be done for the day on that one. Ah, I got these cool materials here. I think that's the materials for the worm god or whatever they have like in glass that's like cut up into slices or whatever. Something like that. I think that's what that's for. So very creepy, the witness. Creepy guy. Yeah, so I figured I gotta fix up this one. There we go. Fixed and done. I can fix up that problem pretty quickly now. It took me a minute to figure it out, how to fix that problem, but I can fix that pretty easy now. There we go. That's pretty good. I just want to make sure I get no copyright music for the most part on this. I think it'll be okay for the most part. There is a song in here that I think I have to skip though at some point that gives me copyright strike. So yeah, I'm gonna fix up this one. That is not correct. Yeah, the music was actually really good in D2 vanilla. Like the original soundtrack was really good. Oops. Just take that part off right there. Sadly, the vanilla of D2 was very, oh, so very sad. It had a very heroic type of music style to it that is really cool. Like a fallen hero, but a hero that rose up as well to the occasion. So, a lot of arcs in the music itself. It's really cool. Definitely bring those in. Alrighty. Yep, gotta fix that one too. It's a pretty easy fix, but doing it on a material that happens every once in a while begins to be very tedious and adds up over time. So that's something that does happen. There we go. Save that. Oh, I did save it. I saved it already. Well, I'll do it just to make sure. I want to make sure I don't miss any material, so I don't lose any references. So that is the main point of doing this, so I don't make any mistakes. Because if we lose references here, we lose references for everything, and that sucks. So, do this is very important. There's a little bit of parallaxing right there. I'll fix that up too. Get rid of all this that we don't need. That should fix it up, and that looks good. Cool. Alright, save it, and that should be good for that one. Oh, we're close to the end on these materials. Then I can actually load up the map. Excited for that. Very excited. Here we go. Well, that's really nice. That's good rock. or whatever, wherever that material goes, that's pretty good material. High quality, I might say. I doubt you're supposed to be like that. Fix up this one. Get that right there. There we go. A lot of rinse and repeat with this stuff, I tell you that right now. I have a lot more fun doing lighting and level optimization and other stuff, but sometimes you gotta do the grindy work to get to the real work. It's important to set yourself up good before you get to the stuff that makes everything look good. And that looks good. Let's save that. All the prep. That's all I gotta say. All that prep. Because once your prep's done, everything will look the way that it should be for the most part. So, or at least my goal is to get everything looking at least 80 to 85% of what it needs to look like. Of completion of sorts, you know. Yeah, I think it has that something weird going on with it. I'll see if it's the problem or not. Let's test it out. It's always hard to, well, not really that hard sometimes, but in this case it's a little difficult. Like, do I remove the parallax texture that's there or not? You know what I mean? Like, it might be needed. I'm not sure, you know, like, especially when it's like, I'm just looking at material. Where does it occur on the material? I don't know. Let's see what it looks like after. Yeah, it looks right, you know what I mean, now. So I'll leave it as is. The nice thing about it is I can always add it back in if I need to. So that's something I can always do. Let's go ahead and save that one there. This one I've encountered many times, so this is easy save right here. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go through. Come on, almost there. You look good. I cannot wait for these materials to be absolutely done. I tell you that right now. I'm like over materials now. They look cool, but oh man. It takes a while to go through them all. We're almost done though. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. Gotta fix up this one. Whoa. Control C, not Control X. Don't do that. Lose all my code. All my shader code. Okay. Control A, Control V. Look good. Let's do that there. Get rid of that one. And our material should be fixed now. No weird parallaxing on there. This is cool. Little crystal-like material. Really cool looking. I like that. There we go. Looks good. Alright, only a couple more here. I know I have to fix up this one for sure, but let's confirm to find out. Oh yeah, gotta fix that one. Let's go ahead and fix this one up. Go to the next one, like so. Control A, Control C. Control A, Control V. Get rid of all that good stuff there. There we go. All right. Save that boy. Okay. Get this, put that in there like this, save it. Connect my stuff. Here we go. It's interesting that it has like our little red tint in it for some reason. I don't know what it's for, but it must be for some reason. That's good. 2 more, let's go. This one's an easy one. Just have to remove the emissive color, and that fixes that problem with it. And nice easy one with this one. I know this one already. Did it save? Did I miss it? It saved. Alright, cool. Sweet. Should be good now. All the stuff's built out. Now I'm going to open up the base map. This might take a minute to open because it's a big map. No, looks like it's not going to take too long by the looks of it. But maybe I spoke too soon. I'm going to also close this. I don't need that no more. Did I say that either? Oh. I am like... Where is everything? Here we go. Here's the map right here. Here it is. Ugh, the stuttering. It's losing frames. There you go. Ah. Interesting effect right there. I'll tell you that. The Worm God. Ah, so that's interesting. It's like a little till here, and then it goes. Obviously, the material for this one ain't working right now, but it'd be kind of cool with you here. Hey, this even has some material up here? Dang. I don't know if this is accurate or not. That looks interesting. It's like a snake. That's interesting. Yep. Pretty cool, mate. Alright, well, there's the map for it right here. I can zoom out a bit more so you can see everything. I will have to change the song because I think I'll get copyright struck on that one, even though it's a really good song. Man. So this is what the worm looks like up close, by the way, so pretty cool. The emissive lighting looks really good too, by the way. It's not bad. Yeah, I don't know if the computer is gonna bog down with it being like this. But, and is there a tail right here? Let's turn off that. Oh, not really. It just kind of cuts off right there. But pretty sweet though. Not gonna lie. Turn the lighting back on. Interesting. Do the unlit version of this here. Interesting. Yeah, that material turned out really good, by the way. Like this material right here. Not bad. You see that right there? Like even if you're on the... Oh, the other side's just nothing. It's just right here. Quite interesting. Put that sucker back where it goes. Okay. Just there anything on this side? Nope, nothing there. Ah. There's rooms on this side and the other side. These are where each sign or like label is supposed to be on here. I don't have that right now because I don't have the dynamic meshes. I'm assuming that's why that is missing on this side. But yeah. Super, super cool. Oh, look at that. The worm god right here. Or not really a worm god. What is this one? It's really big. I don't know if that's a worm god or not. Let's see what it looks like. Unlit. Yeah, I can't see nothing, obviously. But what I can do here is add a light. Oh, now I'm back at the base of everything, but that's okay. I don't need to know what it is anyway. Pretty cool. I like this map a lot. The worm god from the distance in here and stuff is so cool. I like that a lot. Anyway, alright guys, I'm gonna head out for the day. I very much appreciate you all for showing up. And yeah, this map is super cool. Looking at this worm god, I can't get over how awesome it looks, particularly on just importing in. I haven't done that much work to it, but yeah, this stuff it's looking really good, so I'm super excited. Looks really cool. I definitely like it a lot. So, in any case, guys, thank you for showing up. I have to go. I gotta eat some dinner, get some other life stuff done with my life. So, you guys have a great one. I'm out of here. This is Dave from ET Gaming. Later.